guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna build a settlement next to yours with flamethrowers and tons of disco music just to annoy the hell out of you. Hey guys, what's up? It's Robbie with Open World Games, and my fellow Vault Dwellers and Wasteland Wanderers. We're going absolutely in-depth about all things settlement, and we're going to get a grasp on settlements a little bit further by comparing them to the home bases in State of Decay. This was one hell of a game, had an awesome settlement type system, and I think it's a great comparison to get some grounding as to what Fallout 4 is doing with their settlements. So, since this video is going over absolutely everything about the settlements and what to expect from them, go ahead and use that video guide to skip ahead to the info you seek if it ends up being a little bit long-winded and you just want to find out the info that is new. You can, of course, do that by seeking the description and finding the video guide and skipping ahead. And remember, a lot of this is going to be good old speculation because they have given us a ton of information that was actually not mentioned in the demonstration. So guys, here we go. Let's take a look at the juicy information. So you're minding your business as you're building your settlement and you just want to be left alone in peace. Well, people will be attracted to your settlement. You will have to quickly become a people person because apparently your settlement will become a hotspot for tourists. So the more people that come, of course, the more food and water you will have to consider. Of course, we don't want to live in the wasteland alone. So water and food can be attained by planting crops and digging up wells and water pumps. It appears that these food and water stations require someone to manage them from your settlement. Now, I don't know if they come with that person or not. That has yet to be seen, but from the menu, it looks like you will require one person to really manage that crop or water station. But what about power, Robbie? We've got to have power. Well, yes, you can have your own power stations around your settlement. They can light up your settlement. They can even spin fans and stuff like that. But the most important thing is they can operate defenses like turrets because, yes, raiders will attack your settlement. Much like random people roaming into your little town, raiders will also, and they apparently will also loot your settlement. It's going to be interesting to see if they can loot your rare gear and items. That's the rumor, that those things will actually attract these bastards of the wasteland, but that has yet to be officially confirmed. But I do think that that's going to end up being true since they can loot dead bodies throughout the world too, which has been confirmed. But will you be able to set patrols much like State of Decay? One of the things you could do in State of Decay is take one of your civilians or one of your friends and say, hey, can you guard the area? It appears that you can actually do that. You can build guard posts around your settlement. Now, again, I'm not too sure if this comes with a dude or if one of your citizens will automatically go to the station at nighttime. I think it would be preferable if one of your citizens actually had a routine and actually had to go there because it would be more meaningful in my mind instead of just someone popping up. But also, you know, you got to get your good sleep because you have to have energy in the morning. You will have to have beds to keep everyone rested at nighttime. Someone complains about bed bugs. Remember, open the door slowly and flamethrow them to death. So happiness is a big part of life, and your citizens will need to be kept happy. And, you know, power, water, food, and beds will be attached, apparently, to your happy meter. Of course, if no one's getting any sleep, no one's gonna be happy. I don't think this is going to be an easy system. You know why? Because it wasn't very easy in State of Decay. You really had to start micromanaging your system, which means that this is going to be, I think, a big part of the game if you actually decide to take on settlements. Because remember, in State of Decay, you actually had to revisit your home base, pep talk people, and then take them out on missions just to keep them busy because it was like a horrible world to live in. Zombies were everywhere. So it's going to be interesting to see if Fallout 4 does a similar thing. I'm hoping that they actually really take to State of Decay and offer unique missions to your settlement. That would be so freaking badass. The question is, can you make your own cult or religion? Because I will want sacrifices every week. Does anyone miss the Wagon Trail game? Well, let's Wagon Trail up Fallout 4 because yes, you can expand throughout the wasteland and build multiple settlements and then even have Brahmin going in between these settlements. This is going to be extremely interesting to see how this actually influences The game world, I'm very curious to see how this will work. Will this stabilize the economy for both settlements? Will you have to protect your Brahmin and trade routes with defenses? You know, will you have to have an entire road with turrets or something like that? I think that it's going to be quite an undertaking to have trade routes, let alone one settlement. But, you know, since you can have a unique vendor at your settlement, and apparently they will offer some really rare goods, as Todd Howard stated in the demonstration, it's likely these goods could be, you know, district-based. Like, hey, in the southern wasteland, you can obtain this sort of item by building a settlement. And then in the northern wasteland, you get access to these items. And by using Brahmin, you can finally connect these items, and there's no, you know, district barrier anymore. Now, that would be really cool if they did something like that with the Brahmin. It would make a lot of sense, too. So, you could build up your settlements and then not worry about traveling all over the place just to get that unique gear. And, you know, I think location is going to be extremely important in this game, because I imagine you want to build in an area that offers a lot of loot, and you might actually have an area that doesn't have much on offer. So I think it's going to be extremely important to build near an area that offers a ton of loot. But then again, where there is loot, there's going to be a lot of enemies. So I think when you build these settlements, you're going to have to do a big risk versus reward calculation within your mind before actually pursuing such a settlement. So there's a lot of decisions to be had where you actually build your settlements, I believe. Interestingly, there might be limitations on certain items within your settlements. It looks like some of these items require a certain hacker rank, so progression for your character will, I believe, tie directly to your settlement. They aren't going to have that detachment there, I don't believe so. As you build up your character, you possibly will unlock unique items to your settlement. Here's the big question. Can you build up a very large settlement like Megaton and nuke the hell out of it? I am wanting to see someone do this. I know it's pretty damn evil, but I want to see one of you guys do this in a Let's Play. Or, you know, everyone go to sleep at nighttime, and then you just toss some grenades into their bedroom. Just kidding. No, that's pretty sick. But let me know if you guys would actually decide to move on from your settlement in the harshest way possible if all things were going awry. I remember in an episode of The Walking Dead, the mayor just mowed down his own people. Are you going to be that type of mayor? So let me know, guys, in the comments below, who's excited for Fallout freaking 4. It is just around the corner, and this settlement feature has me extremely excited. It will definitely appeal to Minecraft fans. That's what they're going for. Thanks, guys, for watching, and stay tuned for more Fallout 4 coverage, and I will see you soon enough in the Wasteland.